What's up, guys? Welcome to another On Point Sports podcast of the NBA. Today with me, I have Adam and Camilo. We're going to start off with the Rockets. Did you guys think they'll be as good as they are now?
Going into the season, I really thought that they would be kind of. I don't know about an 11-3 start, but I thought they would probably be the favorite. Actually, I didn't really think the Lakers and Clippers could really live up to the hype, I guess you would say. But I think that the Rockets, the last 5 years, really, if the Warriors didn't exist, they would be the champions right now. But
I
you don't think so?
No. James Harden is a choker.
Yeah.
That is a
He
fact.
chokes.
But
Even
will
if they
he
made it
this
to the
year?
finals, they wouldn't win the finals. He's just not.
What about Russell Westbrook?
Oh, now that they have him, I mean,
Westbrook?
well, yeah, exactly.
That
West Brick.
sums it up.
When's the last time he went to the finals?
When's the last
And
time
who
he
did he
got
lose to?
out of the first round?
Who do
Exactly.
who do you lose
2015.
to? Oh,
The Jazz,
You're right when they blew the
the
3-1 lead.
Blazers,
no, King
Warriors,
Lele on
the
Miami
Spurs.
in the
Lele.
finals.
King Lele Pon.
Shout
All right.
out.
Well, Camilo, did you think they would be this good?
I did not. I thought the Lakers would be in there, but I didn't think the Rockets would. Thought they're going to be too over. They're proving me wrong.
Yeah, they are.
I feel like they just
For
improved though with their team. Me personally, did not think that the Clipper or the Rockets would work out with Chris Paul. And then this is another situation where people really thought that it wouldn't work out.
but I saw the Chris Paul better because Chris Paul like actually passes it and he can
So
pass
does
it to an
Westbrook,
open
though.
Harden. Saying Westbrook doesn't pass. That dude's a stat pack. Like,
That's
okay,
true.
that Russell Westbrook, he like you saw the way he played on the just like
Yep.
going for points.
He still gets those numbers though.
No, yeah, he gets.
He's still
I
doing
don't
it.
get how though.
The last
Are they
game
the only two scoring?
He got 22 points. Oh no, that's Capella. Never mind. 28 points, 13 rebounds, 10 assists, and Harden got 36 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists. I don't know how they got that many rebounds though, because Capella had a 20-20 game.
2020?
22 points, 20 rebounds.
When
The Rock,
has Russell Westbrook had a triple double?
He just got it in that game. I believe that was.
Oh my bad,
last year.
Camilo. What are you gonna say?
the hold up, I'm eating. Give me a second.
Solid.
Oh. You good? You good?
But yeah, I think the Rockets definitely could have a chance to win it all this year. But it's kind of hard to see them, especially like you were saying, not choke in the playoffs or just not even. He could do really well, and they could still lose to the Clippers or the Lakers, who I think are. If you want to say there's better teams in the league right now, I think those are the only two that you can say are above them, and maybe the Celtics. But
I would think they've been resting
yeah,
a lot. I have no clue why. And if they
No,
didn't
he's injured,
rest
isn't
Kawhi,
he?
no, before the injury,
they said he's injured. I'm pretty sure he's not injured.
before the injury, like they started resting him, which
Oh,
didn't
yeah.
make sense to me that much.
Well, now they have
But if he
another
did play those
all-star,
games, yeah,
so
and
That
he
just
came
he
back.
doesn't really need to play at all now.
Inconsistent. You can't.
Or I mean, the two games that Paul George played, they lost one and they won one. I'm not.
Yeah, he had
Uh,
a clutch shot, didn't he?
Yeah, he hit a go-ahead 3 in the game against the Thunder last night. He had the go-ahead shot, and then the game before, I think, yeah, they beat the Hawks in his first game by 45 points. So they're 2-0 since he returned.
2-0.
Yep. On
I thought they lost one of them.
No, they beat the Hawks by 49, and Paul George hit a go-ahead 3-pointer in last night's Clippers or Thunder at Clippers game.
Like in the game.
Yeah, at the end. They were down 1, I think, and he hit a 3. They went up 2.
Oh,
The Rockets, what I was going to say is they're super streaky.
That's really
They're
true.
like, they'll do good, really good, and then they'll all of a
That's
sudden
really
like,
bad.
start doing horrible. Yeah.
They have an 8-game win streak.
is that
now,
how
I
they?
think.
Yeah. Well, I thought they were pretty streaky last year.
They did, yeah. They were on a horrible start last year, and then they
Yeah.
ended up in the last, I think, 20 games. They went on like a 15-game win streak, something similar to that.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and in between there, they were off and on also. And it seems like that so far this year, which is kind of what you can expect from a team that really just shoots jumpers. It's kind of what happens.
If they had Ryan Anderson and Trevor Ariza still, I would say that
They
take
had
the
Ryan
finals
Anderson,
for
but they
sure.
just waived him.
Why?
I don't know. They signed him for no reason. They also waived Anthony Bennett for no reason. Well, there might have been a reason.
Bro, he's
there.
good. I don't get why.
Yeah.
Where's
I,
Trevor
I
Ariza
was
at now?
just gonna ask you that. I have no idea where he is.
I haven't heard from
I'm a
him. But when
recent
he was
look.
on the Rockets, like he was really good.
Yeah, and then he went to the Suns. Then he got traded to the Wizards. Well, I think he left, so I'm not too sure where he's at right now. I'll check it though.
How much does PJ Tucker weigh?
How much
I
does
need to
he
know that.
weigh? It's like
Yeah.
245. That's my guess.
Holy snap!
He
Big
weighs.
fella.
Yeah, he weighs 245. What the fuck?
How'd you know that?
I don't know. I've never seen that before.
How much does Zion weigh?
Zion's like 285, isn't it? I've seen that number.
Oh
a
my
lot.
gosh!
Well, that's what
How
they
does
say. He is. They
PJ
probably
Tucker
lied about
last
that too.
that long in a game?
Well, he just shoots shots at the. He's not jumping all over the place. Well, I guess he is for the rebound. But Trevor Ariza's on the Sacramento Kings right now, which they started off to a horrible start, but right now they keep winning games. They ended up taking down the 10-1 Celtics a few nights ago, and they're currently the 9th seed at a 5-7 record.
That's not good enough to make it into the.
The 8th seed's at 8-6.
Yep.
You can
Do
start
you
seeing
guys
a
see?
gap through it all.
Do you guys see the Warriors making the playoffs?
No, I don't think they should. I feel like I wouldn't want them to.
No, yeah.
'Cause
At this point, no.
With the injuries that they have, they're not going to win it all. So for them to get one of the top players right now, I think that's the best case scenario for them. Because this young group is already feeling like they have more depth than we did last year. And then add all of the people who are injured, and then add Curry, add Clay also.
And add LaMelo.
Boom. LaMelo get drafted. Just add that draft pick. That's depth, and we have the stars at the top. I think that's definitely a championship contender. So this year they're not going to win it with how they're playing so far. So I don't think they really should try right now. And I think they know that they shouldn't do that, which is why they're, I think, 2-12 right now.
We were talking about this before the podcast started. I think the Warriors are like losing because like they fight hard in the first 3 quarters, and when the fourth quarter rolls around, they just give up. Like they don't even play defense or anything. And Kerr puts in like the players that are cheeks, and they just stand.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I feel like throughout the game, like you were saying, I feel like throughout the game they probably play, and then at the end they are trying to throw some games, especially against some of the lower teams that they've played, or of course against one of the top teams, which would be.
Did you see Damian
Lee broke his hand.
He just threw a pass, right?
Threw a pass.
Or like
No, he tried to shoot that.
He threw the ball away.
Against, I forget who it was. He shot it over two wide open, or he shot it over two guys when D'Lo was wide open.
He's thrown a number of games away.
Yes, sir.
As far as I know.
Do you guys think it's the players or it's Steve Kerr? I think it'd be Steve Kerr if anybody.
It's kind of hard to tell because they're playing hard. This team shouldn't. Like in the beginning of the season, it was absolutely him, but I think he got something to work now. But we can't really tell because obviously you could put the blame on him, but he might be. You might have to because he might be doing that on purpose so we get that top draft pick. Because right now I don't really have a problem with him, but going into next season, once they're all healthy and possibly that top draft pick, if they're not performing well, then definitely might have to see some other options.
Do you think they would?
Do I think what? Say it one more time.
Would it make sense to if you were the Warriors?
Would it make sense
to trade them? Yes.
To trade who? D'Lo?
No, to draft
LaMelo and trade him.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Put him in a package with though.
Possibly D'Lo and some
it wouldn't make sense to him though because they're both PGs and.
Well, I mean,
I'm pretty sure
you can play some PGs at a shooting guard, But I think that it depends who you get. If you don't have someone that's a star level, I don't think you should. We don't need to add depth to the team right now. I think we have enough. We just need another
Yeah,
star up there.
true. Do they have any players that whose contracts are here?
Uh, I'm not too sure. I do think that going into next season, though, Iguodala might join back for a low contract.
Please come
So-
back, Iggy, if you're listening to this.
So you might be able to
Please
trade him with
come
the
back.
young guys. I think a lot of them
I hope he
on
doesn't go to.
1-year contracts. Well, he's not going to
He
get
could have
bought out.
went to LA this year.
I don't think he's getting
The
bought out.
Grizzlies.
He was in Alameda. He's not even in Memphis.
I saw him. Oh yeah, he was in the.
Bay Area.
Yeah. Anyways,
What was that?
Anyways,
so we're gonna move on to the next little segment. Would you guys rather take the Lakers, the Clippers?
so the Lakers or the Clippers? This definitely depends on health. I feel like the fact that without Kawhi, the Clippers beat the Hawks by 49 was kind of crazy, and that they also put up 144 a different night without Paul George. So tonight's definitely going to be, or not tonight, but tomorrow, I believe, when they both play together. That's definitely going to be a must-watch game.
Mm-hmm.
But the Hawks did. They only had the Harry Lollipop. They didn't have John Collins.
That's true. But it was 49 points.
I think John Collins makes a big difference.
Does he make?
He would have at least had them at like a 5-point.
Well, Paul George
he would've
put
made
up
that 49.
37 in his debut.
John Collins could have locked up Paul George, no cap,
That's facts.
and Cam Fam can go off if he wants to. He just chooses not to because he's like,
They're tanking
I'd rather
right
let John Morant take the Rookie of the Year, not me.
now. Yes, sir. That's definitely what he's doing.
Yeah, that's what he's doing, and he's like, I'm gonna give Kevin. How do you say his last name? Herter.
He's like.
I'm
hurt
gonna
right now.
give Kevin Herter like
So I don't know what he's giving Herter, but
he's giving Herter more minutes because Herter's been there for more
Herter's
years.
injured,
One
so
more year.
he's getting 0.
Do you
You're
guys
tripping,
think-
bro. I'm pretty sure he's back.
What's gonna happen
think
to
so.
the James Wiseman?
Oh,
I
James
have no
Wiseman.
idea. We've been told
Is he gonna
what's
declare?
gonna happen. I think he should because he'll go early no matter what.
Mhm.
But if he can
Oh.
declare, he should. I don't know if he can. If he has to play for a different organization or another team, I guess I should say. If I was
out
him,
of
I would just go to
the
Duke
country.
and just.
No,
Just
dude.
do
Duke's
that.
had too many good.
I mean, might as well. Coach
Tell him to
K.
go to Australia with
Australia.
RJ
Oof.
Hampton. Because RJ Hampton is
With
trash. He's not going to the
RJ
league
and
next year. He's
LaMelo?
too.
RJ Hampton, LaMelo, and James Wiseman.
I'm talking about next year.
You don't think RJ is going this year? He's like top
Mm.
5, isn't he? In most mock drafts.
He's like top.
You're like an
he-
RJ Hampton hater right now.
No, did you see him
He's
in the
gonna get
preseason
drafted to
games
the
against
Warriors.
like the Grizzlies and the Spurs? I think.
RJ Hampton?
Did Yes,
That guy's not in the league this
in the
year.
preseason. They played Australian teams in one of the Australian teams they played against.
Oh, really? I didn't even know.
And he just did absolute trash, bro.
Well, it was one game.
And he's what, like 16, 17?
Is he
See him
16
going into
years
the
old?
league. Yeah, he
How is he 16?
junior.
It doesn't make sense.
Well, he might be 18. Maybe he's one of those dudes who flunked.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Anyways, going back to LA. We're
I got
we're
the
taking the
Clippers.
Lakers.
No, I got the Clippers. Do you have the Lakers?
I have the Lakers.
So
LeBron,
why do you
Anthony
think the
Davis.
Lakers?
Listen, LeBron, Anthony Davis.
It's a big time duo.
All right, take out Anthony Davis. LeBron.
Yep.
Who is LeBron?
Who is
LeBron is arguably the greatest player to ever play basketball. I'm talking about
Sir.
his physique and him as an athlete, you know?
He's one of the greatest athletes of all sports.
Exactly. I mean, you can say all this about rings and Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant. Who are
Facts.
Some pretty good guys.
ever play basketball?
Or any sport, bro. Imagine he could dominate in any sport he chose.
That's facts. Put him in the NFL. Put some skates on.
Put him in
bro.
the
He'll take
put him
down
in MMA.
everyone. they're all gone. He's 6'8", bro. It's over.
Mm-hmm.
Is it?
It's over.
Is it really?
Yes. But
I
as of
think
right now, LeBron is.
What are
So
you
Anthony
talking
Davis is kind of.
about?
Listen,
LeBron's on the
he got a
downfall.
triple double the other day, but it was with 11
He's a
points. You know,
he
Not
has,
gonna
oh
lie,
my
He's-
the Lakers are
God.
what
he's
right now?
assimilating to Anthony
He
Davis's
has a
greatness.
second.
The Lakers are 10
He has
and
a
2
second
right
most
now,
triple
right?
double.
He's like
They're
40.
11-2.
LeBron's 34.
He's close enough. The Lakers, if at the end of games they called it correctly, would be about 5-5 right now.
5-5.
There were 3 to 5 games where a late game call wasn't called for the opposite team, and then in the 2-minute report they called
You
it
can
the
say
opposite
that
way.
team
No,
in
but
the
the
league.
literal people said that. But they're
The
gonna. I don't know. The
literal
literal
people, Adam.
people. That's
Is that Max
yes, sir.
your
Steven.
Xavier?
No, but
Ziggy, how are
the
you saying
2-minute
he's
report
washed
that
up?
came out.
30,
No, I'm not saying he's a
39,
washed kid.
26, 37, 35, 36, 35, 37, 43, 28. Those,
Are
that's
you
how
reading? Are you
many.
reading the minutes or the points?
Oh, shit. I mean, the minutes. No!
That's
That's what I
33,
thought.
29, 23, 19, 13, 25. All right.
right,
And
tell
then
me.
The numbers
Tell me.
went
Tell
down
me.
a
assists,
Tell
lot
me.
there.
12 assists. Watch, he's.
Yes.
He can pass the ball to someone. Congrats.
Don't ever disrespect
I
King
also
James like
don't.
that again.
No. Look. I'm not. I'm putting LeBron James down. Like I'm admiring his greatness, but I think the reason why they have the 11 of Anthony Davis.
Yeah, I think so. Well, they're definitely going to him more than
Because of the calls and everything, but it's Anthony Davis.
yeah. But I still have the Clippers
And
over them.
Why do you
Look
have the
what
Clippers?
Anthony.
I just think that we haven't seen the Paul George Kawhi versus Anthony Davis and LeBron yet, which is definitely going to be the highlight of Christmas Day. If they end up playing, Kawhi will probably rest that day.
Oh, please, man. Please. I need to see
Kawhi's
that
gonna
when I
rest on
wake up
Christmas,
that
I
morning.
swear.
Because I know the Warriors are playing who? The Rockets?
Yes, sir.
So we're losing to the.
That's going to, yeah. Fat L, man.
They're doing it on purpose,
The
though.
Warriors shouldn't even play Christmas
Got to
Day.
get the pick.
Pascal's going to go off for 50, watch. Remind me.
I'm
Anyways.
putting that down right now.
You know who the Warriors remind me of right now? The Seahawks.
Don't mention
No.
the two in the sentence ever again.
That's true.
You're right.
Yeah, that's
The
true.
We don't
Warriors
have
win
we,
championships.
we don't have an MVP that chokes
They both had it. No, yeah, we do. What are you talking about? Steph Curry didn't do that well.
on
like
the
the
active
past-
roster. I know though. Are you talking active roster or
You made that mistake and didn't,
behind
they-
the
like,
bad pass?
what? What?
What? Anyways,
Well, you know how they lost to the Patriots? Remember that?
Yeah.
yes sir. 1
That
yard line.
It was stupid, right? It could have done
Could have done that.
compare
What does have to do with an interception?
because they choked. Iggy could have dunked it, but he did. He decided to go for a layup and be soft and get smacked by the king.
That was a
My
good
bad.
choice.
You get what I'm trying to say, though, right?
Yeah.
They both choked.
What about when Russell Wilson threw that interception to the Niners?
Ooh.
Let's talk about the NBA.
Tune in on Saturday to hear about the NFL.
Yeah, that's gonna be interesting. We're gonna have Eric, and we haven't had
Let's
it.
hope so.
Oh yeah, let's hope he doesn't cancel. Anyways,
Anyways.
but yeah, Clippers. I'm sorry. What did you say? Why did you have?
Well, I feel like you keep saying that LeBron and AD just together, obviously they're, is it 10-2, 11-2 right now? 12-2
11.
probably. Either way, they've been doing really well, but we haven't seen Paul George and Kawhi together, and I just think that that duo might not be as good as LeBron and AD, but I think they have definitely a lot more depth than the Lakers, and I feel like that just puts them over the Lakers in a 7-game playoff series.
Hey, Christmas Day, they're gonna match up LeBron and Paul George with Anthony Davis.
Yeah, I think Kawhi will be on AD.
I'm telling you right now, AD matter who he's going against, and LeBron is Caruso and splash every time. And who do they have on Caruso? Patrick Beverly.
Yes.
But you know who that Kuzma, but you know who they have on Kyle Kuzma? That was a
Bro,
rhetorical
Montrezl
question.
Harrell.
I'm waiting for you. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
No, but yeah,
practically
regardless,
over.
I still think these are better than the Clippers.
Bama's gonna miss the play.
Good to know.
Just let you guys know.
Oh, because of Tua?
Shout
No,
out
they just
Alabama.
they have them as a fifth team, ranked fifth,
Is that the
so they're
final
not gonna make it.
rankings?
They only take the top four. No,
No,
it's looking like they're not gonna.
those
Special
rankings are
report
pretty
on
trash.
football.
To be honest,
It is.
number 9 should be number 2. Anyways,
Yeah, back to the NBA, guys. Clippers, man. I don't know how you can choose the Clippers.
we'll definitely see on Christmas Day though. That game will definitely.
Yeah, we will
Hopefully
see.
they all play. Hopefully.
Oh,
Kawhi
can you make a
doesn't sit.
prediction for that game as of right now?
As of right now, I got
can you
the
make
Clippers.
a prediction?
I feel like if I
Yeah.
said the Lakers, that would
Sure.
just go against my whole thing.
What's the score?
The score?
Yeah,
I feel
tell
like
me.
that could be like a 130 type game, especially on Christmas. It's gonna be a close one. Just every game
Who
on
do you think's
Christmas
gonna
is
be
a close one.
the Clippers?
The leading scorer, is that what you said?
Yeah. Yes.
Probably. Paul
That makes
George.
sense.
Paul George.
Paul George.
Yeah. I think
Interesting.
Kawhi will have a good game, but they'll both be like 30-30, 30-30 on both sides, I think.
I don't like
Did
Kawhi.
you guys get signed out of the account?
Oh, we'll talk about that later.
Yeah.
So yeah,
If you're listening to this, don't do that ever again, please. We gain
And
our
Twitter, no?
followers. We gain our followers the right way. We don't buy them. Okay.
Wait, is that why?
Yeah, that's why.
we don't buy any.
Because all we
Yeah,
did
we
was
don't-
follow a bunch of accounts and we got followers.
Apparently.
Our
Exactly. People just decide to throw their followers around, you know, and we got like what 40 in a day.
Apparently.
Yeah, makes sense.
Makes sense.
And Twitter
All right.
I got signed out of. But I think I got signed out of all my accounts, including my.
That's tough.
And then they suspended
Why do
it.
you have a burner?
Why not?
Well, do you have a burner account?
One
Makes
more
no
month,
sense.
boys. If you know, you know. Anyways, moving on to the next little segment. Here's something interesting. A man who 15, 16? I'm not even sure anymore.
He played last
What?
season.
He played last
He's
season.
trash.
No, he's
Really?
not.
That's how trash he is. That's how trash he is. I don't really care. He's a
good.
washed LeBron.
He's a washed
he's an-
LeBron. LeBron is.
Don't
Alright,
ever put Melo
anyways.
in the same sentence with LeBron.
Listen,
LeBron's better
they
than
were in the
Melo.
same draft class, and they're basically the same player.
No,
Anyways,
no.
Yeah, they're both.
Melo's back, guys. Melo's back. How do you think he'll do?
He is
in his
going
return
to save the Portland Trailblazers. I think they needed one. I think they needed one more guy, and I really do think that is Carmelo Anthony. And by the time this goes
Bro.
out, it'll already be known whether or not he went 0 for 12 in his first start.
True.
But I think
He's gonna go 0 for 0, just like his
You
number.
think so? Oh wow. He said he's doing 0-0 because it's like infinity, and that's how hard he's gonna work. It's never ending.
That's
Something
cringy.
like that.
All right, look, Carmelo Anthony right now is as good as Rodney Hood, and they already have Rodney Hood. And I don't like
Yeah,
Rodney
they-
Hood because of what he did. If you're listening to this, Rodney Hood, I know you're not.
No,
I hate
he
you.
is. He is. He's gonna email you right now.
I hope he does. Pull up like the little midget from
Oh wow.
the Ravens. What he said.
Lamar?
I'm about that.
From the
I'm
Wizards.
about
Oh,
that.
Mark
Shut up.
Ingram. You know he won a Heisman, right?
I don't
Guess
care.
where he went to college?
Alabama.
Or no.
Alabama.
Oh wow.
But yeah, I don't think Melo's. He's a old.
An all-time.
He's like
player.
what 39.
39. The guy's like 35.
Still, that's
I'd rather
pretty
have
old,
Ziggy
man.
on my. I'd rather have Ziggy on my team.
Exactly, makes more sense.
He's like 5'4".
Yeah, I'm 5'4". Yeah, I'm 5'4".
IT's only like 5'9" though, so
Listen, IT's like 211.
that's true. Lamelo's
But
35.
how,
6'8".
Camelo, how do you think Melo's gonna do?
Camelo.
Camelo. Camilo and
I mean, he could go 3 for 6, or he could go what 1
7 for
for
7. What if he went 7 for 7?
I
I
don't
think
think
he's
that's
gonna
gonna.
do well. I feel
How
like
though?
how is he bad? Explain to me how he's bad.
All right, he's a ball hog.
Mhm.
Well, so is the rest of that team, so he
He
fits in well.
can he shoot threes? Can he shoot threes?
Yes, sir. 2 for 2 tonight.
I
Or
just
last night, as they're
all
hearing
the
this.
time in my head, I picture like him shooting a turnaround jumper from like the.
Does that go
That's
through
it.
your
That's
dreams?
all I see him doing.
Well, that might
That's
be all
all
he
I
is
like.
doing.
Just a fade away.
That fadeaway hits the top of the glass, bounces off the
Yeah.
rim.
Do you think he's gonna score double digits?
Yeah, I
Probably
think he will.
off 30 shots,
Off
10
30
30
shots.
shots.
I
10
think he'll
points
take
off 30
20
shots,
something.
and
He's
he's
starting, so
5 free throws.
5 free throws exactly. Above or below 5 free throws. Above, they give him the superstar calls.
The 40-90 club this year.
You say 30, 40, 90?
I said 50.
I was gonna say that's disrespectful.
How do you get 50? How do you get 30 from 50?
I don't know, man.
Okay. But yeah, Melo is making his return tonight with the Trailblazers, which is a surprise. Tonight the Trailblazers are going to play against the Pelicans, who beat the Warriors the other night.
Without Lonzo, without Brandon Ingram, without Josh Hart.
But
Without
they have
Al
to go with
Horford.
Jackson Hayes. They have Jackson Hayes and Nickel
For real.
Alexander Walker, or as Chi knows him, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander.
Yeah, shout out Chief.
Yeah, shout out to you. We miss you, buddy. Anyways, who do you guys think is going to take the Trailblazers Pelicans game?
It's gonna be the Trailblazers because, like, not even lying.
Don't say Cosmelo. Don't say Cosmelo.
What do I say now?
You were going to say Cosmelo?
Yeah. I think him being back is just going to be something added to their offense. I think that they're going to really click today. I think that he will take around 20 shots, but so will CJ and Damian Lillard. They'll probably have more
You think
shots than anyone else.
Melo is taking 20 shots? You think the coaching staff is going to let Melo take
It doesn't matter if
20
they
shots?
let him or not. He's going to demand the ball and shoot the ball.
But he's Melo.
He's got one game to show
he hasn't
people
played.
anything. If
You
he
really
gets-
think he's going to do that well?
If he gets 20 points off 20 shots, the narrative is going to be he puts up 20 points in debut.
All right, listen. If he puts up 20 shots, but 20 attempts in our fantasy league, I will let you trade with anyone, and I'll accept the trade.
Oh, that's tough. It's a must-watch game tonight. Or last night. as
Yes,
they're
must
hearing it.
watch for you.
Must-watch for everyone just at all. You know what I'm saying? Carmelo is
Because
back.
Melo's back.
It's been a while.
What did Skip Bayless say? Hit that.
Do we
What
have a
did?
button?
Oh, I am
Maybe.
back. What it do, baby? Shout out Chick-fil-A.
Shout out Chick-fil-A, indeed.
We're not even getting paid to shout them out.
At one point we will. Just add
Camilo, who do you have? Pelicans.
Honestly, probably the Trailblazers.
Yes, sir. Cazamelo.
I mean,
Mm-hmm.
the Pelicans don't really
Oh.
have anyone right now,
Yeah,
I
they
guess,
don't.
so I can say.
I don't think any of those people I mentioned are playing tonight either. Or
Really?
last night, yeah. I don't think they are.
Wow.
I know Lonzo, I'm pretty sure, is out, and Brandon Ingram too.
Tomorrow's top game, which is the Celtics and Clippers. This is expected to be with Kawhi and PG. Who this one?
This is a game that the Clippers win. Even though it's going to be a really good game, you have the best team in the East record-wise versus who I think is possibly the best team in the West. Not record.
Get out of this
just in general.
podcast.
And I believe they have would we say the best duo currently? You guys would probably think
That's
LeBron
what
and
you
AD.
said. That's what you
In
said.
my opinion.
LeBron
yeah.
and AD is the best duo because it's freaking LeBron James,
Yes.
dude.
Is it?
Dude, it's LeBron.
I think the
How can
Clippers, though.
how can you just say that about LeBron?
We'll see when they play.
I
on
bet you wouldn't
Christmas
say
Day.
it to his face. We're gonna have LeBron on this podcast one day. You're
Would-
gonna tell that to him, okay?
Would you tell Melo that he's washed to his face?
Yeah.
That's a fat
Yeah.
lie.
100%.
It drives like 6'12".
No, I would. I swear. I swear. I don't care how tall he is.
What's he gonna
I'll
do?
look at him
Pay
in
for
his
your
face.
college?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. He'll probably start crying because I said it. That's
Oh,
how
wow.
soft he is.
That's tough.
Anyways,
KD?
so you got the Clippers. You got the Clippers taking that?
Yes, sir.
Camilo, who do you have?
I have the Celtics taking it.
That's right.
Do you
Any
guys
reasoning
think?
behind
Wait,
that?
you guys think the Celtics are the best in the league, or in the East?
Yes. Well,
Right
I mean,
now,
it's a tie
I
for
don't
me
think so
between the
because
Sixers and the
Hayward's out.
Celtics.
I
The
think
Sixers lost
it's
5 of their
either
last
the
8. I
Sixers
think.
or the. All right, then not the Sixers, then the Bucks. But playoff times, either the Sixers or
Oh,
the
that's
Bucks.
right. I forgot about them.
Right now, I don't even know who the best team might be at this moment right now, just because the Celtics don't have.
Yo, don't
Hayward
sleep
right
on the
now.
Magic, y'all.
The
Bro,
Magic.
Giannis.
Giannis
1
doesn't-
month
he doesn't
before I
have Middleton, though.
Before I started working at Cold Stone, he came into that Cold like a month before.
That's a big
Oh,
lie.
Damn.
No, dude, there's pictures of him in Santa Barbara also. Like he was practicing at UCSB. Yeah.
You should go practice.
Why
with
is he in Santa Barbara? What's he doing in Santa
him.
Barbara?
He was
I
showing
don't
with Curry.
Santa Barbara's not Greek.
LeBron and the Cavs came to UCSB, and my uncle, he's like the head director
was in
at
Santa Barbara?
UCSB.
Wow.
He was the head director at UCSB, so he got to meet like the whole Cavs team. He met Legault.
Oh wow, LeBum.
What a
Blasphemy.
lucky guy to be in the presence of LeBron James.
Facts, bro. I might have to kiss that man. What?
What?
I wouldn't. I would too.
Let's edit that out.
There's no way
Edit
that's
that,
getting edited
man.
out because the file.
Yeah.
LeBron,
So,
if
yeah.
if you're listening to this, we out here. And Billy Allen.
Oh yeah, 1 month, boys.
For
LeBron
3 years,
also.
I've been denied. 3 years, I've tried. 3 years, I've I've been ready for 3 years, and I've been denied for 3 years.
Boys. Yeah, LeBron, bring back the Taco Tuesday thing, please.
Today is
Oh yeah.
what day is it?
Who's gonna say it?
Who wants to say it?
Camilo.
Why do I have to?
'Cause you
No,
said the
I don't know how
Skip
to
Bayless
say it
thing.
right. I don't know how to say it right.
Can you roll your R's? That's all we
Like that?
There you
need.
go.
That's all we need. Point. But yeah, I got the Celtics too. Jason Tatum is just the best player in the league so far this season.
Bro, we
I
just gotta
think
be
he could
saying
lock-
dumb stuff so we make headlines.
Like
That's how they do it.
like Max Kellerman.
Oh, don't disrespect Max Kellerman.
Oh,
He's
but
a good-
listen, the other day he was pretty good. But usually he's Stephen A. Smith is.
Stephen A. was tripping about
I'm a black man. No, I'm playing. We're gonna move on to the next game, which is Thursday. It's gonna be Trailblazers and Bucks. Who's taking that one?
Bucks. No
Bucks.
question.
There is no question.
Giannis
Carmelo
is
is
too
not gonna lock down Giannis as much as I would like him to.
good. What if
You
he
don't like
does though?
Giannis?
What if Melo is actually the GOAT?
I mean, he might.
He might be.
He might
knows?
actually.
Bro, there's so much hype about Melo just for him to score like 7 points.
Exactly.
Play 15 minutes.
I mean, I'm pretty sure there's no debate. Bucks are taking that one. We're gonna move on to for Friday. We're gonna have Rockets Clippers. Two good duos against each other. Who is
Rocket.
You think the Rockets? It depends on if Kawhi or PG play. If they both play, I think the Clippers. But if one of them doesn't play, I think the Rockets will win that one.
is that a back to back? Is that like a?
It probably is. Even if it isn't, Kawhi's rested for like 2 weeks now.
I don't get why Kawhi's resting on it.
So,
Is it
I
because
don't
of his injury?
it. He says it's an injury. I doubt it is though. He wants to just be fresh for the playoffs. I think.
Fine. But this early in the season though,
I don't.
Hasn't
He
even-
did it last year. I think he'll continue to do it this year.
with Toronto.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
did
he
it
did.
for so long with Toronto.
He missed a number of games with Toronto.
Did he play? He might have not even played 60. It might have been in the 60s though.
What?
He missed
Yeah,
so
so
many games at Toronto.
I don't want to hear anybody compare Kawhi to LeBron because
Yeah,
LeBron
no, don't make
actually
that
plays.
comparison.
Yeah, do not. I agree.
But
with
you, Adam, you taking that Rockets game?
Yeah.
I got the Rockets. Now, you know what? I hate both teams. I don't. Whoever wins, congrats.
Have it be a
I
tie.
hate both
Quadruple
teams.
overtime,
Triple overtime.
just enough
Yeah.
so it doesn't end.
That's going to be the
Just keeps
first
going.
time, the first tie in the league in league history.
How many overtimes do they go to? Is there a limit?
Nope. They can go to
No,
36.
they just keep going. We're going to move on to Saturday. The game of Saturday for us is going to be the Timberwolves and the Suns. Who do you guys think is going to take that one?
The Timberwolves. I think I just hit that. GG's. I think the Timberwolves just because just when you have Cat and Wiggins, it's going to be a close game for sure, but I think that the Timberwolves just have more explosive offensive parts, even though you could say that for the Suns as well. But just recently, the Suns look like they hopefully aren't falling off completely, but they're losing definitely more games and not playing as well, in my opinion.
Yeah.
So I have the Timberwolves winning that one.
Camilo, you got
Suns. I have the Suns winning that.
any reasoning behind that?
Because Devin Booker's
That ain't no lie.
We're just going to go off of opinions? Is that we're just going to go off
Devin
opinion?
Booker.
yes, sir. That's
Andre
I thought
Drummond,
that's the
Devin
point of this.
Wasn't Shea Gilgeous-Alexander better than Devin Booker in like the beginning of the season?
Yeah. As far as I'm concerned, yeah.
Do you guys even pay attention to fantasy basketball?
Yes.
Yes.
Sir. Do you
Loads
not?
of attention.
I sent you a trade and it just sat there for like 5 days.
Well, because I feel like if you guys are sending me trades, they're not good trades.
No,
Yeah, they're not good trades, especially with
that's
Adam.
For real.
Especially with Adam.
That's a lie. Well, I mean, if Melo puts up 20 points tonight or 20 shot attempts tonight, then every trade's a good trade.
Who's
I have-
Eli goading?
That's Adam.
What?
Oh, we got beef this week in fantasy.
Are you playing this week?
Uh-huh.
That's not true.
But I don't have the MVP Dalvin Cook in football.
It's tough. I don't have the MVP. Who's off this week? I don't have the MVP. Insert by player week.
You don't have the MVP Keenan Allen.
Philip
Yeah.
Rivers needs to retire. Oh, well, we'll save this for the next podcast.
Oh, yes,
I think we've talked more football than basketball today.
Probably. But they're just too good, you know. Devin Booker. Cam Johnson's going to lock down Andrew Wiggins. Carlton Towns is going to get locked down by Kaminsky. Is that his name?
Baines.
No, Kaminsky. I respect Kaminsky more.
Good old Frank.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Injured
Bro, I
my-
have the Direct TV app on my phone, but I can't even watch all the games.
Yo,
Like,
stop
I can't watch them
sidetracking
with
us,
the
man.
ESPN.
Yo,
I'm
shout
talking about
Stop
basketball.
sidetracking
Shout
us,
out
man.
Direct TV.
No, we're not even getting paid to say this stuff.
But if we do sign in the future, then they have to look back and give us money for this.
I guess so. In that case.
Let's just shout everybody out.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's not.
Shout out State Farm.
Shout out ASAP Rocky.
Shout out Tide
Nationwide.
Pods.
Nationwide.
Shout out HP, Intel, Tesla, Elon Musk. Give me a job. Anyways, I got the Suns taking that one because of what I said earlier. I don't know if you guys paid attention, but
Yes, sir.
we're going to move on to, what is it, Sunday. For Sunday, the best game of that day is going to be Mavericks Rock. That one.
I think I have the Mavericks, honestly. The Mavericks have been a really good team so far. I thought that Luka and Porzingis would be really good, but just them, not the rest of their team. But the rest of their team is stepping up enough to at least win some games. And Luka's he's going crazy this year. Luka and Trae Young are having insane sophomore years. So I have the Mavericks on that one.
I have the Mavericks because they have the coolest GM. Or one of them after the Warriors is GM.
Who's their GM?
Or not GM, I mean owner.
I don't like their owner.
Mark Cuban. Shout out Shark Tank.
You just shouted out Mark Cuban. and
Yeah.
that's why I'm out.
The
But I have the Mavericks too, not but because of their players who actually play the game. I
yes,
like
sir.
Luca, and I like to see Luca go up against Harden. That's going to be interesting.
Yeah.
Harden's going to flop a lot that game. I can see it, and Luca's going to make fun of him flopping, and he's going to flop too. So that's going to be interesting.
It's a
And
bold
they
prediction.
got Porzingis. It's going to be great. It's going to be a great time. Anyways, moving on to Monday. Monday is it's not the best game, but let's say because we haven't looked at this team in a while, we're going to say Warriors Thunder. Who's going?
So, I don't really know who's going to win this game. But we are going to go with the Oklahoma City Thunder because their team, I don't know if you guys have watched their team, but their team is looking really good so far. And that's with the roster that they have this year, not to mention that they have so many first-round draft picks and just draft picks in general coming up.
Yeah.
And I think that they could definitely, if they don't end up trading someone like how they traded Harden years ago, I definitely think they could have some sort of team that is definitely a championship contender in a few years. But for now, even now, they still have a really good team, and I think they'll be able to beat the Warriors on, you said Monday?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think they're going to build around Shea Gilgeous-Alexander?
I think they will, and I think that they might, if they get a player back in the trade for Chris Paul, because I think they'll trade Chris Paul, I think they'll trade around that player as well.
I don't think Chris Paul is going to get them a good player. He's probably just
You
going
don't
to get
think
some depth and a pick,
Well, yeah, the pick as well.
a second-round pick. That's it.
Yes, sir.
Who do you have, Camilo? Warriors or Thunder?
Yeah, I have the Thunder, dude. We're trying to tank for Tua, so
Tank for
I want
Tua.
to.
Tank for Tua, tank for Zion,
Tank for LaMelo Ball.
When's Zion playing?
Tank for RJ. I think
Never.
December. I don't know. Yeah, I'm worried that it might not be ever.
Zion, come back, man. I miss Zion featuring the NBA.
Yeah.
It's not even the NBA featuring Zion. It's Zion featuring the NBA because that just makes more sense. Because it's Zion. Honestly,
Is there?
LeBron. He might be. I hate to say it, but he might be.
You can't even say that he hasn't played an NBA game yet.
He played a bunch of preseason games. He made
Oh,
Kevin Knox look
preseason,
like a
alright.
2-year-old. You see that?
No.
Yeah.
No?
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. I know Adam saw that. Yeah.
Pretty crazy stuff.
Kevin for that. Yeah. But you do think they're gonna build around Shea Gilgeous-Alexander?
Yeah, I feel like. I mean, who else would they build around? They're definitely building around someone right now. At least
I'm not
maybe
sh-
the draft picks that they get this year.
I'm not sure if we covered this last week, but they like that. He was good.
Zion.
No, bro. I'm talking about the Thunder. They just threw away Jeremy
you're
Grant.
right.
He was really good.
For some reason, there might have been. Maybe he didn't want to re-sign, so they wanted to send him away.
Maybe he had a strong bond with Russell Westbrook, and Russell left, and he's like, I don't want to play here
or
anymore.
Paul George. Or
I think
the 12
oh.
other players.
Stephen A. Smith. What's his name? Their center, the Thunder center.
Steven Adams.
There you go. He should leave.
You think so? I think they'll trade him as well, but he's only 26.
Yeah, that's true.
So I think maybe they'll build around him, if anything.
Him and Shea.
Yeah.
And Ferguson. Just kidding. Ferguson's trash.
Just because.
But yeah, I have the Thunder.
In that game.
We're gonna wrap it up there for this podcast. Happy birthday, Ricegum, FaZe Rug, and Adam Drag Boy, and Tyga. His birthday's today. Yeah, we're gonna end it there. Thanks for. Make sure to subscribe.
Thank you, boy.
Make sure to subscribe.
Smash that
follow
like
us on our
button
social
and
media.
subscribe.
Yeah, listen to that, man. Melo's gonna drop 0 points tonight. We'll see you next time.